Good morning, students. Students, in the last class, we have finished revising your second chapter from the party book named The Little World of Mud. And after that, students, today we are going to revise the poem that has been included in this chapter itself. And the name of the poem is Roger the Dog. Now, students, at first, let me read out the poem for all of you. Roger the dog. Asleep he whizzes at his ease. He only wakes to scratch his fleas. He hogs the fire. He bakes his head as if it were a loaf of bread. He's just a sack of snoring dog. You can lug him like a log. You can roll him with your foot, he'll stay snoring where he is put. I take him out for exercise, he rolls him cow-clap up to his eyes. He will not race, he will not roam, he saves his strength for gobble and jump. He will work as hard as you could wish, emptying his dinner dish. Then flops flat and digs down deep like a miner into sleep. Ted Hughes. So student, please try to read out the poem listening to my recitation. Now student, let me give you a summary of whatever has been depicted through the poem. So student, the poem is about a dog. It is the pet dog of the poet Ted Hughes, and the name of the dog is Roger. And student, Roger, he is a very lazy dog. He just sleeps all day and he only wakes up to scratch his fleas. To scratch the fleas means as they bites him, and he also wakes up to have the food, and he's always just snores, and anyone can just drag him like a lug, means like a wood, and still he will just keep snoring. He will not wake up. Sometimes the poet he just takes Roger out for exercise. But Roger was as much lazy that he did not want to exercise or jump or run, but instead, in order to avoid exercising, he just make himself dirty in the cow dung. And he never race, he never play. But why does he do that? Why does he always always sleeps and doesn't play or run or walk? Because students, Roger, he used to save all his energy or strength to eat. Because means the dog, he was a real foodie and he likes to eat his food. That's why he just save all his energy so that he can eat his food properly. And student, do you know what does he do after eating? After eating, again he goes to sleep. And this is his only day-to-day routine. Sleep and eat. Sleep and eat. He doesn't do any other thing. Even if the poet or any other members, they try to take him out or they try to make him do something, he just find out some way to not to do all those things and just to take rest. So student, I hope that you have well revised this poem, and this depicts nothing, only the nature of a very lazy dog. And student, here I have again listed the word meanings from the poem for your convenience, and they are Whizzes, which means breathes. Scratch, which means score or mark the surface of something with a sharp or pointed object. Then snoring, making grunting sound while sleeping. Then lug, which means scary dog. And then log, which means tree trunk or branch. Then cow clap, which means fresh manure. Romp, which means play or jump about. The number 3 is flops, which means drops down. The number 4 is gobble, which means eat something hurriedly and noisily. And number 5 is chomp, which means munch or chew noisily. So students, these are the few word meanings which are important in this poem. Now student, and another important thing is there, it is the next important thing about the poem is the question answers. And the question answers I have already gave you a note about all this in my previous videos. You can just go and check the previous videos. I have not kept them in private, they are unlisted still, so you just note down, or if you want to check, you can check the question answers from the previous videos. And I am not telling all those question answers once again. But another thing that remained here that need to be discussed is the rhyming scheme. So student, what is a rhyming scheme? To understand the rhyming scheme, first of all we have to know the rhyming words. So student, rhyming words are 2 or more words that have the same or similar ending sounds. For example, ease, please, had, bread. You can see student, head, bread, they both ends with ed, the similar sounds. Again, ease, please, this ends with the sounds the at the end, means there's ending sounds are similar, and they are called rhyming words. And student, you can find rhyming words in each and every lines of this poem. And student, rhyming scheme, what is a rhyming scheme? Rhyming scheme is a pattern of rhymes at the end of each line of a poem or song. So student, in order to find out the rhyming scheme, we must see if the poem consists of rhyming words, then only we can find out the rhyming scheme. And we have to see that the rhyming words comes at the end of the line itself, so then we can find out the rhyming scheme from them. Now let me show you the rhyming scheme of this poem. Let me read the first first paragraph, means the first 4 lines. Asleep he whizzes at his ease, he only wakes to scratch his fleas. He logs the fire, he bakes his head, as if it were a loaf of bread. So student, you can see here the first 2 lines, they ends with the rhyming words ease and fleas, and as both are the same sounds, but again in number 3, in the 3 line, the last word is had, which is not similar to the second line. That's why it is different. We have to the rhyming scheme of the first 2 lines will be same, which is A and A. Then come to the third and fourth line, the rhyming words at the end are head and bread, they are same, that's why we will label them as B. Then the next stanza, he's just a sack of snoring dog, you can lug him like a log, you can roll him with your foot, he will stay snoring where he's put. Again you can see that here 5th and 6th lines have the same rhyming words, that's why we will label them as C. And the last 2 lines of the poem of this stanza again have similar rhyming words, and we will label them as D. Now the next stanza, I take him out for exercise, he rolls in cow clap up to his eyes. Here student, you can see that exercise and eyes, they are rhyming words, and we will label them as E. Then he will not race, he will not roam, he saves his strength for gobble and chomp. Again you can see romp and chomp, they are rhyming words, and we will label them as F. Now the last paragraph, stanza, he will work as hard as you could wish, emptying his dinner dish. Here see wish and dish, they are similar, and we will the rhyming scheme of these two lines will be G and G. And the last two lines of the poem, then flops flat and digs down deep like a miner into sleep. Here student, deep and sleep, both are the rhyming words, and we will level them as age and age. So student, I hope that you all have revised the rhyming scheme well and there is no doubt. But still student, if you have any doubt, you can let me know in the comment section below. So student, this is the end of our today's class. Again in the next class, we shall revise the next chapter, that is A Disastrous Dinner. As for now student, thank you so much.